Hey everybody, this is Kyle. I talk about money, and if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and share this video. Now today we're going to be talking about credit card debt, and I have here pulled up on the screen is a Street article from a few months ago, but it's still relevant to our situation now, and it'll be relevant, after 2019, after 2020, 21, because everyone's going to get in credit card debt. And it's not really going to change because our financial education is crap. And a lot of times people are going to get the wrong idea. And plus, it's not really their fault. It's just money is so alluring. And when it's as easy as a credit card swipe, it's going to get a lot of people thinking and acting in ways that are not good for their financial future. Okay, so we'll go over this article. I'm not going to read everything here, but I'm going to link it down the description down below so you can, read it for yourself. There are a bunch of articles on the average credit card debt by income and age, and we're going to look at two graphs. Well, not graphs, but we're going to look at two screens, I guess, on income and age by credit card debt. But this is going to be very important because the purpose of my channel is to get people to think smart about their money. And that's not making millions of dollars through an online business. Yes, that helps. You should strive to become wealthy, but there's other ways you can be wealthy. You can save your money, you can spend less, and this is all what this article is going to relate in this video. Okay, so let's get started here, okay? And we're going to go down here. First thing I want to look at here, okay? According to data from creditdonkey.com, the average individual credit card debt stands at $5,300 in 2019. Now this $5,300 is yearly. I'm assuming it's not monthly. If it was monthly, it would be ridiculous, especially for the average individual in the United States. That's terrible. But yearly can be manageable, but it's still a lot, okay? And should be a little less. And when it becomes credit card debt, I'm assuming it's things that are not paid instead of you pay in full. If you pay in full every month, then it's not really considered debt because you only hold it for 30 days. But if you don't, but let's just continue on. Additionally, on a monthly basis, most Americans don't pay their credit card balance in full every month. 55% don't regularly pay in full. Okay, so this is very surprising. This might not be surprising to you because this could be you, or it might be, but to me it's very surprising. More than half, that's crazy. More than half of Americans don't regularly pay in full. What does that mean? That means they don't pay what the balance is owed every month. They spend and then they don't pay in full. And what does that mean? When the introductory APR is finished, those interest rates are high. Credit card interest rates are very high. And if you're not paying, if you don't pay regularly every month, 1 month, maybe, that's still not great for your credit score. But if you're doing that every month, if you pay like 70%, that means 30% is not paid. That's gonna be, that's gonna compound with interest, and then you do that again next month. Now you have, let's say, $60 next month, and then $90, and then that interest rates are just gonna kill you, and that's what's ruining a lot of Americans. Dave Ramsey doesn't like credit cards. I have no problem with them. I said in previous videos, I only spend $1,200 a month, and about 1,000 of that a month is with my credit card, and I do pay it 100% in full every month. Not the minimum payment, not the $25 minimum payment, nothing like that. The whole thing every month. And then the rest of the $200 I use my debit card or cash. And my credit card, I have 6 of them. It's about, I think, $56,000 my credit limit. So if I spend $1,000 a month divided by 56,000, and then I pay in full, my credit utilization it's pretty low. I don't know what the percentage is. You could do the calculation, and I might put it in the screen after, but you can see how low that is. But when people don't pay their credit card in full, they're leaving money to just be sucked up by the credit card companies as interest. Because credit card companies make their money several ways, okay? They make their money, most of it, through fees, okay? Every time you swipe a credit card, either through a business, at a restaurant, in a store, anywhere, they charge a small percentage fee. Sometimes it's like 10 cents plus, like 2% of the purchase price or whatever. And usually it's paid by the merchant. So you swipe at like McDonald's or something, McDonald's pays for that little fee, okay? And sometimes, because of that fee, sometimes they'll raise the price of whatever you're buying up to account for that, so they don't have to actually like really, the consumer absorbs the cost usually, and you really can't tell. Maybe they raise the price a little bit, but it's not really gonna matter if you actually go there regularly, okay? So that's how credit card companies make a majority of their money. Another way is through interest, okay? And if 55% of Americans, the average, doesn't pay their credit cards regularly, even if they pay 95%, then 5% is not paid, that's interest. And the interest is high. Just every time you get a credit card, get that piece of paper, it shows the APR. And it shows what the interest rates annualized is. Like maybe I think it's like 20, the average is like 24% or something that's annualized. And then, that's still money that they're getting. And imagine, the average American I think has like 2-3 credit cards. So that's a lot. And if most of them don't pay regularly, that's a lot of fees. But that's not the point here. The point is that should be lower. This should be like maybe, I was expecting like 25%, but 55%, the majority? No, that's terrible, okay? But let's move on. Let's go by average credit card debt by age, okay? Here we go. This is one of the first pictures, average credit card debt by age. And I'm assuming also this is per year and not per month, because that would be crazy. Okay, first thing here I want to see is that this is not great, okay? First of all, the younger you are, the lower your credit card debt should be, because you make less money, obviously. And when you're in your middle of a career, it still shouldn't be the highest, even though this is the lowest is about here, and then 75, since there's less people there, 75 plus. But you should be having more of your credit card debt past your 65, okay? So, because that's when you're supposed to be a millionaire, okay? If you save your money the right way, don't think about, even if you just have a normal job, don't think about, getting rich with like crazy investments, starting a business. If you're just a normal Joe, it's possible, it's very possible to become a millionaire. You just have to save your money and spend wisely. And what many people are doing at this age range here, below their 54 and below, even 64 and below, they're spending so much. And credit cards, most credit cards are spent on wasteful things. They're not spent on assets, things that produce an income for you. And that's the problem. Credit cards are not there. It's essentially free money you have for 30 days. Most people don't pay it back, so that's terrible. Okay? But most people, and this is your prime of your life, this is where you make the most of your money. Okay, you're supposed to be saving this. The most time I wouldn't be surprised. It should be, most of your money should be down here. When you're 65, that's the time you should start spending all your money, or, be more lax with your finances, because that's where you're supposed to, you accumulated all your money from this time. This should be very low. Okay, and then you should be spending a lot more when you're older, okay? And let's go by income levels, annual average credit card. Okay, so this is average, so not monthly. And okay, this is a little bit what I wanted to expect. If you made $160,000 per year, your average credit card debt's the highest, and it should be like that, obviously. The more money you make, it's reasonable to expect that you would spend more than the average person who makes less than you, okay? But if you're spending way less, if you're making way less and you're spending a lot, you're doing bad. And Thankfully, by income, this should be income, not age, that you're doing the right thing. But this is still pretty high. I like this range from 70,000 to 114. People are spending, you know, as much as those who are spending less here. But look at this. You make 70,000, you average credit card debt's 5,800, okay? But you make 25,000 and less, and it's like half still? You're making so much more. So you're making 2, 3, 4 times more than a person making $25,000 or less, but you're only spending twice. The people here in this range, you know, we're not going to include the people 45. That's okay. $900, a little bit. It's not great, but $25,000 or less, your average credit card debt's $3,000 per year, and someone who makes 2 to 3 times more than you has less than half as much more credit card debt. It's not supposed to work that way, okay? It should be, sure, this should be a little bit more, but it should be more than twice, and it's less than twice, and they're making, you know, 2, 3 times more. So you need to get your credit card debt low. You know, Dave Ramsey, yeah, he has a lot of great stuff, but you got to use credit cards for the right way. First, buy most of your stuff. I don't follow this all the time, but purchase most of your stuff through credit cards. The purchases should be assets. Okay, what do I mean? I mean educational things that'll expand your mind, help you make more money, those kind of things. Another thing is using it to start a business, invest, you know, spending money to invest to make more money. Just think about that. If you're using credit card to buy, let's say a PlayStation 4, and you're not like a gaming YouTuber or anything like that, you just do it for entertainment, that's a lot of money you're wasting, especially if 55% of people don't pay their credit cards in full every month. That's the second point, okay? You need to pay your credit cards in full every month. And okay, if people can't do that, then they have to cut their spending down. And what does that mean? You have to start budgeting your money correctly. There's no excuse you cannot. Why are you spending and then you cannot pay back? And if that's something you're doing on purpose and you could pay it back, you're throwing money away like crazy because of interest. Okay? But if you can't, cut your spending down. Use a debit card, use cash. Don't spend on stuff, don't eat out all the time. So that's something to think about. This article goes on and shows a lot of great facts. I'll leave the link down below. It's what's the average US credit card debt by income and age in 2019. This will be important in 2020, 2021. Hopefully it'll get better. And yeah, that's about it. So this is Kyle. Remember, if you like this video and want to see more, like this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you stay up to date on when new videos come out. And don't forget to check my other videos on personal finance, business, and investing. Until next time, I'm Kyle, and thanks for watching.